Hey everybody, it's your girl Bondy Blue and I am back for another episode of Power. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, Jamie is dreaming of Angela, okay? He's been seeing her lately, which makes me feel like Ghost is about to lose his mind. On your way out! She wants to know what would have happened if she told him that she was the witness that was going to testify against him for the RICO case. And the look on his face was like, I don't know what I might have done, Angie. She says that he gets in his own way. And if he really loved her, then why is Tommy still alive? I'm like, oh, Jesus. Now you got a dead lady telling you to kill people? Pray for us, Lord. Jason calls Ghost and tells him it is time to pay the penalty. Y'all know that he butted him and Tommy up against one another to kidnap Alicia Jimenez. And because Ghost didn't get the job done, okay, he did mention, I don't have a crew, what you want from me, Freaky Jason? And Freaky Jason just wants his money. Tommy meets with the crew, and Keisha is texting him all crazy. Apparently, Kate then popped up at the house. Y'all know that's Tommy's rather incestuous mama. Her place is getting fumigated about time. Tommy, who has some drop-offs to make today, leaves his mom in Keisha's hands. She was mad about it. And Kate has to mention that, oh, you cook, not like the last one. Do you know what happened to Tommy's last girlfriend? And I'm like, Kate, do you really know that he killed her? Like, I forgot. I think she does know. I think she does know because he went to her to cry and all of that after he killed old girl Holly. It was time for her to go. She was problematic. She was going to end up getting him killed. Joe's ex listens to the recordings with Sax. Y'all know they put a bug in the little girl book bag, all right? So they listen to the recordings, and the only thing that they actually hear during all of these recordings is the way Joe's ex talks to the daughter. Like, she's terrible, bruh. The daughter is a teenager, but she's also responding to your abandonment, and you call her a little bitch. Like, who? Because Sax is threatening her ability to keep her child, she then tells him that her daughter told her about a mean white guy named Tommy that came over to the house. Joe brings Dre to Ghost, and Ghost almost kills Dre with a pen, about to stick it in his eye. Ugh. It was as if he kept screaming, "Rhythm spoons!" Joey's little ass has to pull Ghost off of Dre, and they tell him that the cops are still going after him for the RICO case, and they have a witness, Maria Alvarez, the girlfriend of some dude he killed. Ghost asks what Sax is holding over Dre's head, and he says they got his daughter, Heaven, and he starts doing all that lip trembling and fake crying and all of that. You cannot trust Dre, no matter how much he pulls on your heartstrings after you had a dream about him the night before. Ugh. Ghost wants him to wear a bug when he talks to the federale hood to make sure that he says the right thing to them because they don't trust him. Tasha puts the pause on the divorce while she's standing in the middle of her brand new daycare. But she has to get everything together. She has to get furniture in here. We got to make this kid friendly in here. And a guy named Q, aka Quentin, he's a construction worker, so he says, comes into the shop. Apparently he's a single father and he's looking for somewhere to drop his daughter off to. And then Tasha gets a call from the bank amidst all their flirtation because he is fine. Okay? And the call says that she needs to come in and re-sign the signatures because she signed in her maiden name instead of signing in her married name for the dissolving of their daughter's trust fund. Oh yes, apparently Ghost then went behind Tasha's back and dissolved Raina's trust fund. So Tasha's upset. Ghost gives Jason's boys his money and tells them that he can't keep it up, and they tell him he pays or he dies. And Ghost says, if I'm dead, then you don't get your money. Like, you ain't about to step up on me like I ain't Ghost. Crazy. Ghost goes to see Rashad and asks him to shut down a city block. And Rashad is like, bro, what? Like, please don't get me involved in no more bull. Ghost, like, please keep my name out your mouth. Rashad asked him, is this gonna get me in some type of foolishness, bruh? And he says, no, bruh, no, it's not. Rashad texts his neighborhood watch and tells him to keep an eye on Ghost because he's about to make a move. Tariq sneaks into Tommy's warehouse to steal some drugs. 2-Bit, Lil Bit, and Big Grim come in, and they're arguing, okay? They always arguing. That's all they do. They're the Three Stooges. And Tariq sneaks out the back with the drugs. And I'm like, you gotta fire these dudes, because the fact that they didn't even feel the wind moving on his side, like nothing, no awareness to their surroundings whatsoever. Lord have mercy. Tasha goes to Tate's headquarters, but he isn't there, so she tells Ramona about Ghost taking money from Raina's trust without telling her half of that money is hers as well. And Ramona tells her, just let it go. Forget about it. When I left my husband, I was broke. I say, girl, don't nobody need no inspirational speech from you. But Tasha tells her, you don't even have kids, Ramona. Having children in a situation makes it totally different. Now, I got my business going to try to make a way for me and my daughter, but it's not enough. Please don't make me play all my cards out here, Ramona. And so Ramona helps her and apparently gets that money back because that's the money she uses to get everything finalized with the daycare. Tommy and the crew are getting ready to make drops when Big Grim comes in and says that the roads are blocked. They're not letting anybody in or out, all right? Some gas leak story. So this is apparently what Ghost went to Rashad about. And this is what Rashad did for him. Okay. Tommy and the boys used the ambulance that they stole last episode to get out on the streets and get past the barricades. While they running out, Ghost sees them, all right? Ghost gets in a SUV, psychs himself up, and then runs into the ambulance just at the perfect time. But he busts in, but apparently the ambulance has some really strong glass because nobody actually got killed in the driving of this ambulance. But Rashad's neighborhood watch dude is on the outside watching when James had ran to get in the car and all of that. So they had called the cops to come down there, and there's 2 plainclothes detectives that work for Rashad that picked up Ghost and brought him to Rashad's because Tommy and your boy ski-daddled because, like I said, you wasn't getting through that ambulance window glass. And Ghost is like, why are we in my office? Rashad, why are you sitting in my chair? And it was like, because I have to remind you, Ghost, of who you messing with. I knew I couldn't trust you not to do something stupid. So I had these police officers watching you. And if they weren't so loyal to me, you'd be dead or in jail, brother. Ghost tells him that he was going after a dangerous man, okay? And Rashad, you need to stay out of my way. I'm like, oh, Lord, bro, you so stupid. Then Angie shows up, okay? A mirror in his mind. And he says that he tried to kill Tommy for her. And she says, I didn't tell you to kill Tommy. I asked you, why hadn't you? And I'm like, oh, Lord, here we go. Q comes back to Tasha's daycare and offers to take her out for a drink. Okay, look, we here for it. She says that she hates bars and she hates clubs even more. But she pulls out a bottle of wine from her desk and they proceed to drink and giggle and flirt. And then that works its way into making out. And things were getting hot and heated when Tasha stops him and says, wait, I don't want to be this type of woman. I'm like, thank you, Tasha, because you just met him today. I'm going to need for you not to be serving up your cooch to men you met today. Okay, please do that for all of us women out here. Thank you, though. I mean, literally met him up off the street. He could be fella Riley Hood. He could be anybody. But he respects her wishes and asks her out on a real date. So Sax and Dre talk. Y'all know he's wired, and Joey and Ghost are sitting in a nearby van listening to the conversation. And they realize that Sax is doing this on the side, meaning the rest of the Federale hoods don't know nothing about his little deal he got going on with Dre. They set Sax up and have him lead them to Maria Alvarez. Jason comes to see Ghost at the club to ask how he got help to close down that street. Like, what kind of municipal connections do you have, James? Jesus. He really, really wants Ghost to become his distro and kill Tommy. Like, even though Tommy has been getting the job done, Tommy is unpredictable. And he likes how controlled and zeroed in Ghost is. But I feel like he got more to worry about with Ghost than he has to worry about with Tommy, because what he don't realize is Ghost wants to knock his head off and Tommy out here trying to continue to be his distro. Ghost tells him that he don't want to be that type of man no more. He's not going after Tommy again. This is over. Then he takes Dre to Maria Alvarez's place, puts on some gloves, and it seems as if he's about to kill the lady. But then he pulls out a whole wad of cash for her and says to go on and start a new life somewhere. She can stay here, she can go, she can do whatever she wants. But please, don't tell the Federale hood that I killed your fiancé. See, Dreo flaw ass had been texting Sax the entire time. He playing both sides, okay? So he was texting Sax that James was about to kill Maria Alvarez. And when he didn't kill Maria Alvarez, he had to hurry up and send the abort text, all right? But they hurry up and got out the building. But I'm wondering, they go see the FBI agents running into the building once they had pulled off and was like 2 blocks down the street. They got the, the kaputs on it, but it was already after they had pulled up. So I'm wondering, did he see that? Because it looked like he was looking in the rearview mirror, and I don't know how you don't see all them people with the same jacket on. Tommy goes to the Italians to sell some drugs to them because he has way too much weight. But they tell him that they already got a connect and they not trying to mess over their connect, and they trying to keep their connect a secret. We all know it's Tyreek. But when he pulls out the pills to show to Tommy, Tommy is like, this is my shit. Where'd you get this from? And he was like, all I can tell you is we met him through Canaan. He was like a black kid about yay high. And he was like, he kind of made it look. He was like, that's my godson. You buying drugs for my godson? Like he was mad or something like that. And Vincent was like, look, don't let me remind you how you got my godson killed, okay? So get the fuck out my place, man, okay? And Tommy like, all right, yeah, stay away from Tyreek. Dre tells Sax about Ghost giving Maria Alvarez money. And he says, well, that's a felony, but why didn't he kill her? Like, y'all wanted him to kill her? Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, what's happening right now? Somebody please take this badge away from Sax. Keisha's son comes home with a busted lip. Apparently living in a new neighborhood is dangerous for a young kid out here. He got swiped of his book bag and jumped. And Kate is there, so when Keisha is like, we about to go out there. Like, girl, calm down. Like, girl, calm down. All right, Kate's like, you think that's a good idea? This could blow back on Tommy and his business. And she's like, what would you have done if it were Tommy at his age? And she was like, I will kick their ass too. And she's like, exactly, let's go. So now Kate is worried about Keisha's loyalty to her son. Sax goes to see Joey and asks why he continues to protect these criminals. And when he goes to court with his ex, it'll look better for her than it will for him because he is being investigated by the federale hoods while she's just got this big new job. And he's like, okay. And then I wonder, Joey, did you do something? Did you do something, Joey? I think you did something, Joey, with your low-down ass. Tommy rolls up on Tyreek, so you a big drug dealer now, huh? Like hit his chain. Like, little boy, you ain't nothing. I'll break you in half right now. Tyreek says that he got the drugs from Canaan. Tommy tells him that he has a good thing going here at this school. Better than any opportunity Tommy has ever had in his life. He don't want him to live this drug life. He love him, but he need him to chill out. He need him to stop, all right? Tyreek, I don't know if he gonna listen. Later on, he makes out with that little girl in his dorm room, and I was just like, okay. Ghost pushes into Tasha's daycare all pissed off that she took that money from the QPC to get her daycare open, all right? He can't believe she went behind his back. She says, are you fucking kidding me, Ghost? All these years, all the times you done went behind my back and you gonna come in here mad at me? You better get out of my face. He says, I made that money, Tasha. You didn't make that money. I said, didn't Tasha clean your money? She says, but you did sign my signature, which is fraud. It's fraud. Then Quentin comes in, y'all. Quentin comes in, was like, oh, what's up, brother? And he was just like, and Tasha was like, come on, Q, come outside. Let me show you the Windsor sign. All right. And Lord knows Tasha do not need for Ghost to kill another boyfriend. Like, please don't kill no more of my boyfriends. Please. Tommy gets home and Kate is still there. Kate says that Keisha's great, but she will always choose her son over him, as she should. What in the crackhead is happening here? She says that she was right about Teresi and she's right about Keisha. And Tommy's like, first of all, you weren't right about Teresi. You were wrong about Teresi. You're wrong about Keisha. And I hated that lasagna that you always made. And he kicked her out. And I was like, good riddance to bad rubbish. Your mom gives me the creeps. Tariq gets called on by the Italians. When he gets there, Vincent tells him to come back the next day with more product because Tommy is not about to tell him who to do business with. I said, okay, all right, Vincent. Okay. Joe goes to see his ex and she gets a failure to pass notice in the mail. And Joey is sitting up there talking about how great their lives are now and how he's so proud of her. You know, she wasn't happy with him, but she's moved on. She's happy now. She has this great job, and now he's dating his assistant. Yes, I know it's cliche, but she's really great, and their daughter loved her, and he bought a ring. It's not that serious yet, but he's hoping, and then he pulls out this huge ring and shows it to her. I said, you rubbing this shit in her face. Did you get her drug test to be like tampered with or something like that? Did you mess with that girl's drug test, Joey? After he finished going off, he leaves, and then she goes looking for coke in one of her bags and then texts her drug boy. And I was just like, are you serious? Did you really do that to her, Joey? I think he did that to her. That was really messed up. Really, really messed up. But guess what? That's not the worst of it. Once she's really good and high, his daughter, who is very scared, calls him and tells him to come. So he gets there, and he's about to call 911 because she's starting to have a heart attack. Okay, because it happens once you get older. You can't keep doing them drugs like that. I don't know why she thought that her body wasn't eventually going to be like, girl, we done. Psh. And that's basically what happened. She had a heart attack. And instead of him calling the police, he put the phone down and said, you're not going to take my daughter from me. Mind you, his daughter's book bag was in the room. So now it's on record. And Sax is going to hear it, and he'll know that Joey didn't call the police when his ex-wife was in distress. Now, here's the thing. She was out 2 seconds later. She was gone 2 seconds later. So I don't think even if he had called 911, it would have really made a difference. But for me, I feel like Joey should have done better by his daughter, because it would have been better for his daughter to have a mom that was a drug addict than one that was trying to get her life together and then died on her. So yeah, Joey, that was real fucked up. Tasha's daycare opens, all right? Quentin comes over, and she tells him that this can't happen. He says that he knows that she felt the same way about him. You felt this heat, or you felt this meat. Okay. And she says that it's not about that, all right? And Q says, look, if it's about your ex, I've seen worse. I can handle him. And she's like, no, you can't. Okay, you was a construction worker. He's a doughboy. You can't handle this. I'm like, Q don't look like no construction worker, you know, his whole life. Q looked like he used to be a doughboy that became a construction worker because ain't nobody, you know, out here just giving clubs away. But Quinn says he is not going anywhere. And she says that she is, and she storms out the door. I said, girl, you'll be back. Next week, we'll be seeing Notori's awesome tits again, hopefully. Tommy and Keisha are lying in bed. And he tells her, you know, he thought that Ghost was his family, but really, her and her son, that's his family. That's the family he wants. This is the person and the man that he wants to be, who he is when he's with her. Y'all just ready to go out in a blaze of glory, ain't y'all? Ghost is talking to Angie again, telling her that he should have walked away from her, but he can't change the past, but he's going to try to be a better person. And she's like, how? How are you going to be any different? You always getting in your own way, Jamie. Okay? And he says, because when I went to Maria Alvarez's, I could have killed her and I didn't. And she was like, you may not have yet, but you will. I said, oh, damn. I guess y'all not going to let Ghost, be great. Y'all not, huh? I don't want him to. Take him down. I hope he dies. I don't want him to go to jail. I want him to die. I changed my mind. I want him to go to jail. Never mind. Y'all know jail is the slow death. You know what I'm saying? That's the slow thing. You know, you want to have power from the inside that affect the stuff going on outside. That way, at some point, Tyreek gonna have to come and get help from his dad who's inside the jail and got everything on lock. Okay, that might work out. That might be where we going with this, okay? Tommy might end up dead. Blaze of glory, like I said. Ghost will end up in jail. Maybe Tasha will get off. But if Ghost goes to jail, I don't know if Tasha gonna not have anything. Who knows? But anyway, y'all, I'm sticking along for the ride. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love y'all. I hope y'all liked the video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.